this project embodies our shared values of creating more inclusive and just society. Through institutional capacity building, we hope to create local councils that are not just administrators, but champions for gender equality. We are proud to work with government and UN partners on this transformative initiative.
First of all, I want to thank the Government of Iceland for supporting UN Women, coming together with UN Women to address a gap in the local government, especially the district councils, in terms of mainstreaming gender. The district councils play tremendous roles in localizing the policies and the laws, the national plans, transferring them into realities. But how are they equipped to play their role? So we are so happy that the Icelandic government has accepted to look at that specifically using, for instance, the GEWE Act.
This project fits into the government agenda, especially when we talk about the medium-term national development plan, where gender is an enabler in all of the priority areas. For me, I believe that working together, complementing government's efforts is very critical in national development. The Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Act, which was passed around 2022, has brought about some kind of change within the development settings. We have seen an increase in the number of seats women hold in parliament. We've seen an increase in the number of female ministers. We've seen also some women being appointed in leadership positions. However, this project is a step in the right direction, where we are also focusing, looking at how we gender mainstream. This is why UN Women with other partners are being supportive in terms of training gender units within the MDAs. I want to say that this project's objectives and aims is also critical and aligns a lot more with the national development agenda.
Key initiatives of this project are, first of all, a mapping exercise to identify the gaps and structures that are currently in place and how we can enhance them. Stakeholders, popularization exercises, capacity building of the gender focal units, and strengthening also referral pathways for SGBV issues. So with this project, we aim to strengthen the capacity of local councils to be able to implement the Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Act and other gender-related laws.
We have been on this for the past 4 to 5 months. We have developed a concept note, worked closely with the technical team at Iceland to ensure that we develop something that is impactful. And the main focus is to strengthen the capacity of the local councils, to ensure that gender mainstreaming is involved in their plans, and to also ensure that the GEWE Act is reflected in the local councils, just to ensure that all of the components within that act is actualized.
This project is about capacity building and strengthening of local councils as far as the GEWE is concerned. Government has put emphasis on gender mainstreaming. And for us in local governance, I think this is the beginning of a new watershed in ensuring that we mainstream gender issues so that the voices of complex voices of many, including women, is brought to the table in decision making.
This project is a life-changing project for the ministry and for the local councils. It's going to give us the opportunity to access the gaps and also to find solution in closing those gaps in the local councils. As the GEWE Act speaks to everything, and community engagement is key, and that's why the local council gender officers will be embarking on constant and intensive community engagement.
Government is committed to still work with our partners and also including civil society organizations for us to see what change would bring. And then for me, this project is also a step in the right direction. This is why we are urging all those involved, the supporters, the funders, and those helping to implement this project to also be committed. Together we'll create and make a difference for the women of this country.
This initiative is supported by the Icelandic government and is a core initiative of UN Women and UNDP led by UN Women.